Uh-oh, just realized I didn't have the starting placeholder up. Hey, it's Dream. Ah, he got it. He got the first entry. Hey, Swindon. Hey, everybody. Nice Saturday stream is inbound. You know we got to talk about the video, right? Y'all know we got to talk about the video, right? And if you don't know what video, then you might have to check out JFix's channel, but you know we got to talk about the video, right? Oh, Russ knows the video. People know the video. People are aware of the video. Alright, let me grab a bev, and then we get started. The goal today is PS5 HDMI. I'm gonna go to the garage and turn on that compressadorus, and then we shall begin. Man, I was wondering why all of a sudden I got a little bump in subscribers. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I haven't even posted. I haven't even been live. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hello, hello. Hello, Wolfpack. Welcome back. 5 PS5s, the Series S, 2X, Series X. Ooh, jeez. That's a lot. Have yours picked up, Andy. JFix. Look who it is. He must have known we were going to talk about him, because we were already talking about him. Oh, also, okay. Wait, Russ said, yeah, same here, Wolf. I got 2 bumps this month. One from JDT. Oh, is that Joey Does Tech guy or Josh? I have to remember the J, but I know who it is. Does Tech, and now JFix. Crazy, right? Mr. JFix coming through and putting the less than 1Ks on his back. Dang. I was like, damn. This man came through like Hulk. He had them Hulk shoulders. Alright, let me grab the PS5s. There's 2 specific ones I need to knock out today. Right here. 1 and 2. A slim and a fat. All digital, but one got the disk drive. But yeah, okay. Alright, so things we need to talk about. Well, first and foremost, I haven't done this in a while, and I bet people on Instagram think I'm like MIA. I just haven't posted it in a while. So let me do that. Alright. Let's see. Who's lucky with the PS5 Pro that could have gone pear-shaped? Yeah. On a PS5 while we lie. Anchovy and chives, baby let ride, and game at 5. That was a good one, Juan. I like that. Alright, so 1 second. I'm gonna make my Instagram post. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Response. But yeah, there's a video circling around. There is a video circling around from Sir JFix. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Oh yeah, Lakers in 5. That's what he says. All right, y'all. All right. Let's do the thing. That'd be cool to find a way to like get y'all in the frame, but just doing this and being like, wait, you know what? I'm gonna do a video, but I'm not gonna move. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna see if people realize. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to stay as still as possible. Eating dinner lurking mode. I like that. That's what's up, Swin. Appreciate that. I guess they'll see if the chat moves, but that's fine. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna make it look like a picture. Gotcha. Yeah, we're live. Come through. Oh, that's gonna be funny. Alright, so guess what we got going on today? I like turtles. Yeah, we all like turtles. I like Ninja Turtles specifically with like, goop on them. They're pretty cool. Green goop. Alright, so first things first, we gotta talk about it. That's the first thing we're gonna do immediately is talk about it. So let me open a new tab and we're gonna share thy screen. And we're going to navigate to YouTube's. As you can see, we are live, as you can see. But let's go to Sir JFix's channel. And let's just go to his channel directly. Beautiful channel. If you boys know who JFix is by now, right? He comes through, good dude. But he did something very honorable yesterday. Oh, see, it's Joey Does Tech. That's who it is, Joey. He posted this video here. It's gonna be an ad, unfortunately. Why is this the ad I get? Why? I never use this account. I have a personal account that I use that's premium, so I don't have to deal with ads. But geez, these ads on YouTube are ridiculous. Alright, let me pause the music here. So this is the video we were talking about, right? JFix made a video basically showcasing channels that have less than 1,000 subs. And like no one asked him to do it. He didn't have to, but he did. And that's something I wanted to point out because I think that's really cool. And it's definitely something I think in my eyes makes someone a clippy. And I've repeated this like 2 times now in different posts, but I think it's really cool. So not only did he just shout out me and other channels who are in this live stream right now, right? As you can see, here's my shout out. He shouted out Ghazi, who's a newer guy. I think when he shouted him out, he had like 60 subs. Now Ghazi's at like 100 subs. So this just shows the power of collaboration. I always say networking is the meta, right? Networking is the cheat code. So it's really cool that he shouted all of us out. I mean, here's Russ's channel, and we all know Russ, DJ Russ, aka Rusty Russ Repairs. Shouted him out, and all of us have like less than 1,000, but I think that's really cool. Whether we had, to me, it's not necessarily just to push the numbers, it's the gesture for me that matters the most, and I think that's really cool, JFix, and I just wanted to say thank you at the top of my stream today, because just fire, man. Like, you didn't have to, but you did, so I truly mean that. Thank you. So anyway, well, now that we talked about that, I really wanted to shout that out. When I saw it, I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't figure out why my numbers were going up. I'm like, what is happening? Why are my numbers going up? And sure enough, that's why. I figured it out. So thank you. W's in the chat for JFix. W's in the chat for JFix. Absolute gent. Also, second update for the channel. Guess what we got now, guys? Guess what we got? We got commands on the YouTube side, I think. I haven't tested them. I should have tested them, but I think we have commands now. I tried to get the uptime temp, but that seems to only work in on Twitch. Yeah. So see, I have like some chats now. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Look at Nightbot coming through for your boy. Yeah, your boy integrated that yesterday. So even when I'm not streaming, I'm doing stuff. Yeah, you like the Discord? Yeah. Use the chats, y'all. Use the chats. But yeah, I was happy to get that integrated. So, whoa, where did that go? Okay, interesting. Here, I'm still making that post here. It's gonna be very simple. Let's see. Poster. Man, I have a weird sense of humor, I know. Wait, exclamation point nuke? That would be an interesting one. I might have to figure out maybe if I wonder if you can incorporate like a soundbite into the chat. So if you type exclamation point nuke, it'll just go mushroom cloud or something, or at least an emoji or something. I think that would be cool. Oh wait, let me get the music. All this dead silence. My bad, y'all. I mean, I like my voice as much as the next guy, but not that much. All right. We are live. Holy smoke. Wait, you guys are donating already? Jeez. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Holy smokes, I did not expect that. That's not why I put it there, I promise. But thank you. I just got a notification. I think it was Russ, so thank you. Thank you. Ooh, can't answer that right now. Hell yeah. Oh, thanks, Gene. I appreciate that. I mean, it is a potential customer. It is a potential customer. 1 second, y'all. All right, nice. Jeez, thanks guys. Thanks. But yeah, as I was mentioning before with that previous video, be sure to check out all those channels. I don't think I mentioned that, but I went through. It's in his description where he tagged all of us. JFix did, so do that. I think it's a good way to support our electronics community that we got going on. So let's transition over to the overhead can. Have fun with the commands, guys. I see you guys are already. I just want to say thank you. That donation is crazy. I just announced it. I mean, shout out to being first for donations. That's crazy. Thank you. I need to get an alert. That's one thing I haven't integrated yet. On my I believe on the Twitch side it links, but on the YouTube side, because the way Nightbot works, you have to make two separate instances, basically. You can't have one Nightbot account that like takes care of your Twitch and YouTube. You have to link them separately. So I need to find a way to link that, because of course I want people to shout out people, basically. But thank you. All right, first things first. We have a PS5 Slim, and that needs the flex tape. And if you guys know what that means, you know what that means. It's a PS5 Slim that needs flex tape, aka that HDMI port has a lot of damage. So let's see. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, but it doesn't work. So let's go ahead and reproduce the issue as always. That's first that we do. And I'm going to, while this thing is booting up, I'm going to message the customers because they wanted to tune in. So I need to find a link to my YouTube, which I can get to from my website. Also, I also wanted to talk about my community Discord. I've been putting in some work on the back end not too long ago on it. Oh yeah, that port is super loose. So let's just make sure it goes from blue light to white light. This lets you know that the PS5 is going through its boot process and able to get to a state that's good. And if it's, alright, white light. Wait, what? Wait, we have picture. This is why it's always good to test consoles, guys. This right here is why. But is it good picture? Maybe the port is loose, because it did feel loose to me. So just because we get picture, it's probably because the HDMI port is in a certain position. But let me move it a little bit just to make sure, because I'm sure the customer wouldn't go through all this effort to drop it off to me if it wasn't good to go. That's a lot of damage, exactly. Alright. So I mean, the port is super loose, but technically there's picture. I wonder if there was damage. not damaged, but if there was like a bad cable involved. Because I mean, although it's loose, I mean there is picture. Maybe he had a bad cable. Alright, let me message the customer real quick and then ask him what he'd like to do. Got to working on your console, but it fired. Got to working on your console, and it came up with a picture. Although the port is very loose. Using a bad cable. And then I'm gonna send a picture. Finished, fixed. I wish it was that easy, right? It's like fixed. Now pay me. No, that'd be so bad. That's bad business. Not saying that's what you were suggesting, Swin. But I'm just saying, like, I could never. I could never. Still like to replace the port for good measure. Oh, okay. Also, sorry about this, guys, but I want to have an answer now so I can know how to proceed with this console. Share, copy link. Chilling. Replacement is alright, well that one is doing its thing. Let's go ahead and start testing the other console because well, I'm waiting for an answer. Because, I mean, as loose as it is, I don't know. He told me that it fell off of a dresser, and that's when it stopped working. It probably took a hit on the HDMI port, and that's what caused it to stop working. So, like, I mean, if it were me, you already have the console to a guy. Like, you might as well, in my eyes, but that's just me. And I know not everybody has just cash to throw around like that. But I get it. Anyway, onward. Another thing is like it's working here, but if it's intermittent and I get it back to him and then it stops working, well, I guess that's the beauty of live streaming. I didn't do anything to it. That's why it's this is why it's good. If you're ever gonna get into this hobby or business or realm, oh yeah, that port is also feeling loose. But let's see. Like, if you ever get into this hobby, always try to reproduce the issue if you can. Always. Highly recommend, always. Like, trust but verify. Always. Always, always. In fact, it's not even about trust or all that emotional stuff. It's just about following a protocol. Think of it like a PC, right? Everything has to go through post. This is just my business's version of post. Alright, so we got a white light on this PS5 Slim, the fat edition, so it's good. Okay, went back to blue. That means it wasn't powered off correctly. It's going to do its triple beep and tell me that it wasn't powered off correctly. There's the triple beep. So that lets me know it's fine. But no picture, right? Wiggling the HDMI port, nothing. Okay, so this one for sure I can start on this one and just get this one replaced. Technically, the other one was first in the queue, but I'm gonna wait on an answer. Then I can talk with you guys. This is my favorite part of the stream, is talking with you guys, so hurry up and let this thing power off. Then we can get to chatting and fixing stuff. Alright, it's fully powered off. Good. Okay. Oh yeah, this cable. Hate when this happens though, no pay. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, to a degree, that's kind of why I charge that like bench fee. Gotta go and make some food before I collapse. Okay, Dream, no problem. Dang, I was hoping to use that NF Flux that came in. I forgot to mention that at the start of the stream. Maybe you can stop back by in a little bit. Maybe when you're done making food or grabbing food, and then you can see how it performs for yourself, or just watch the VOD. There's that too. But yeah, guys, I forgot to mention that. Here, let me show you guys, because me and Dream were talking about it a little bit yesterday, or at least I saw his messages. I didn't get a chance to reply, but I'll be lurking on the phone anyway. Oh, okay, all right, cool. So yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about. That Northridge Flux. I put an order in for some vials of it. It came in. Apparently, this Flux is the second coming of Amtech, according to what I'm hearing. I didn't watch Northridge video all the way through, but let's just go to it real quick. NF Flux, so you guys can see it. I bought this out of our own funds, or my own funds, like the business funds. I'm not sponsored by Northridge Fix by any means. I just want to say that out up front. Even the color of it is a little different. Maybe it's just the lighting, and you can see there's a lot of bubbles in the one he has. But this is the vial I got. It looks like a custom vial. I'm guessing he gets it in bulk and then just rations it out, is my assumption. But this is the Flux that I've been hearing so much about. So I've kind of been looking forward to using it, just to see what the hype's all about. But we'll see. Is it worth $20 for 10 cc's, or roughly about $20? Probably a little bit more, including shipping. We shall see. We shall see. So it's cool to get a first impression overhead. I said, "Oh, Dream." Fair. How are you anyway, Jeff? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Life be lifing, but we just push through. In fact, this is like one of the highlights, is me streaming and relaxing, talking smack with y'all. You guys asking questions, chatting, Juan with his jokes and Dragon Ball Z references. It all makes it worth it. He said, anyway, he's a ripoff. Ooh, jeez. Dang. Swin second that emotion. I mean, I feel like he just drop ships, which is what most people do. He said, who solders anything at 250C? 250? That's really low. That's pretty low. I think so. Dell Parts people has the NS Flux as well. Oh, nice. Okay. It's for BJ rework. I just moan. Fair. Man, add hashtag JFix to legend. Ooh, actually, that should be a thing. If you type like exclamation JFix, it puts the leg. I did on Nightbot make you guys regulars, because you guys are regulars, so somehow, I don't know what that awards you with Nightbot, but it does it. Yo, this Cello, this my PS5 you about to work on? Yes, sir, Cello. This the one. This the one. We just went through powering it on, and it did not power on. Or it powered on, but no HDMI signal, so we replicated the issue. Now we're about to work on it. It is... Only a mod can do that. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I need to clean up a little bit. This is gonna drive me nuts if I don't. Alright, let's see. See, this is what happens when I don't clean up after a previous session of me working here. Even if I don't stream, sometimes I'll still work, but I like to do the majority of my work on stream. Okay, alright, we should be about there. Perfect. Let me go get my hand back. Fry I need top level dust. Alright, hand vac acquired. Heat gun is down here. Let's see. 19 watchers. Hopefully you got some new people tuning in. Yeah, I think so. Like Nova Battle. It's his first time tuning in, so it's nice to have him here. This is his PS5, so he's watching. He's lurking. He's trying to make me sweat. Just playing. Alright. Let's do this. Let's get these panels off. Join the stream. Oh, nice. There's Nightbot. Oh, I didn't know it did it on the YouTube side as well. That's cool. I didn't think I set up the timers on the YouTube side. It's Falcon. How you doing, Falcon? How you doing this fine Saturday, man? Uh-oh, I see bugs. Console seems to have a bit of bugs, but we should be able to work around it as long as none of them crawl out. I should be okay. All good, thanks, Jeff. Hopefully all is good with you. Yeah, all's good over here. Can't complain. After the stream, we have a house call to get to as well. Just a GPU fan replacement. Customer preferred that I did it, you know, at their place. And I kind of preferred that too because less downtime. Then it's right there. I feel like for a GPU fan replacement, it should be pretty quick. I see bugs there and everywhere. Short skirts, long hair. Love it when they walk you. Oh, jeez. Okay. You know, something tells me. Hold on. Go grab something real quick. There it is. Alright, got it. Just in case. Just in case. Just in case. You never know. Been doing this for a little while now. Sometimes you never know. PS5s are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get sometimes. Alright, let's see. Love that song. Never heard of it, actually. Okay. Ooh, boy. Alright, let's use the heat gun to get the label off. Alright. Yeah, the first customer also wants to go through with the replacement, even though it's loose. Which I would recommend that. But my style, I'm very low friction. I don't push people for stuff. Like this. I think that's a good decision to make. That way you know it's good. You don't have to worry about it. Let's see. So besides those videos, have you guys been keeping up with what's been going on with Gamers Nexus? I don't know how much overlap there is between us electronic tech guys and PC guys, but I figured there'd be a good amount. But yeah, what's going on over there is so crazy with that whole Bloomberg thing. Ridiculous. It's like it was totally fair use. I mean, anybody can see that, but no? Okay. So yeah, Swindon, what's been going on, just a quick synopsis, is Gamers Nexus made a video, like a 3-hour movie. Not even a video, like close to 3-hour movie, where they talk about a lot of the in-depth things going on with the GPU market. It's basically investigative journalism, and they used a clip from Bloomberg of something the president must have said or something like that, and they copyright struck the video. No, don't care. Okay, gotcha. Never mind. But I just thought it was interesting. It's just one of those things, like agnostic of the topic. It's just one of those things that I try to keep tabs on to know how to navigate copyright strikes and things like that if I ever get to that point with my video editing. Oh no. Oh no. That is a lot of bugs. That's a lot. Yeah, I'm putting this in the garage. Oh, you were joking? My bad. Yeah. Okay, so because of the bug infection or infestation, I have a clause in my policy about this. Yeah, this is definitely a candidate where I'm gonna have to charge that fee. Here. Hold on. That is. Here, let me message him. Here, let me just message him real quick. He said, "Oh, gee." I'm joking again. Sorry if I offend. No, I think people get it, especially now that you explained it. guess this is gonna be an interesting back and forth type repair thing, because now I have to wait on another response. But good thing the other customer wanted me to work on this. I'm gonna go put this in my garage while I wait for a response. Oh. Well, never mind. He responded pretty quickly. Okay. When you say bug infest, is it roaches? Yeah. Looks like many different family of roaches, yes. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It's gonna make it take a little bit longer. You know, one time I was working on a PS5 that wouldn't turn on, right? It did the beep and then power off thing. And ultimately, like, the acidity from the insect blood is what caused the console to fail. It caused a short on the Wi-Fi chip of the console. And thankfully I was able to find it. It was a shorted capacitor. But ultimately that's what caused it. No different than, like, here in Florida we deal with love bug season, which I forget the other name for those bugs, but love bug is the common name. Out of all the bugs, they have some of the most acidic blood. Blame the Germans? Wait, why blame the Germans? What'd the Germans do? Excuse me. Did they, like, enhance roaches to live or something? I'm so glad this hat kind of is pretty clutch where the hat is. I think that's pretty cool. Shout out to my brother for 3D printing that for me. The Mario cap. What? Gifted? That's nice. What's the first thing you kind of want to use it for? That's something I wish I can get gifted. And that's not me, like, trying to, like, sneakily say get one or something. I hope no one thinks that. Finish the workshop and it'll be running non-stop. Oh, I can only imagine, man. Like, for me, I know one of the things I'd want to make with it is those Guitar Hero battery covers for the Guitar Hero guitars. Because the people who sell those, man, they are selling them for a lot. Ooh, a Bamboo Labs one? With auto feeder? Dang, that's nice! That's a nice gift, man. Jeez. Shout out to whatever friend or patron or homie or partner that gave that to you. Shout out to them. Okay, Nightbot has that message down. I guess I'll have to set up the other Nightbot messages soon. Just a guy I fitted a new bathroom for. He bought the latest version and gifted me his. Oh, nice. Oh, you do handiwork too, Dream? Makes sense. I've noticed that a lot of tech guys are also very handy. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not really doing BGA work. Dang, I wanted to use that flux, but if it's not really meant for what I'm gonna use it for. House extensions, kitchens, bathrooms, you name it. Dang, that's what's up. Plumbing and gas, etc. Yeah, so just basically a handyman. That's something I've been thinking about getting myself as a handyman license for here in Florida. So like if I actually wanted to take on those kind of jobs too, I legally could. Like as a business, under the business name. Obviously you can do it on your own, but um under the business. Because there's like a lot of things I know how to do, and like I feel like some point if I were doing this full time, like if ever it got slow, I always like having contingencies. That's why certain people call me Batman, because I always have contingencies, it seems. But broke my back, so turned to electronics repair full time. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I totally understand how frustrating back pain is, or just dealing with back injuries. Because me being stupid when I was younger, was lifting way more weight than I needed to. You don't say, handy tech guys. Hey Dad, appreciate you popping in. If there's one handy tech guy, it's that guy who just commented in the chat. And my father, he's very handy. Where's my blade? There it is. Missing any handy tech guys. I feel like that could be a YouTube channel name. Well, good thing Sony kind of designed this the way they did, because it prevents intrusion by foreign objects. Oh yeah, Dad, earlier we were talking about how there's a viewer of the channel. He also does electronic repairs. His username is JFix, and he recently made a video where he shouted out a bunch of aspiring electronic repair YouTubers. And somehow we made the cut, man. Figured you'd be happy to hear that one. We made the cut. It's pretty, and it was nice of him to do that. He didn't have to. I was showcasing the clip where he like the intro of the video briefly. If I didn't have that house call, I probably would watch the whole video. Oh snap! My dad's using emotes? What the heck? What the heck? Okay, that's what's up. Appreciate that. I did not expect that one. I expected words for sure. My man used the whole emote. Dang. Whose dad is this? Well, I guess by the username we all know. That's cool. Alright, let's see. You made the cut out of how many? I think he showcased probably about like 12 channels. 12 channels, I think. So it was appreciated. I made a post about it on my YouTube channel before I started streaming here. Alright, that should be all the screws to be able to lift this PCB out of the way. Get the motherboard out. Oh no! A bug bit almost got on the liquid metal. The liquid metal's in really good shape. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna remove these screws just so I can separate the console later. Then I'm going to be taking the console to my air compressor to really clean it out. Try to get it as clean as possible. There it is. There's the other screw. Alright, I'm gonna go put this in my garage. And when the time comes, we'll be cleaning it out. But first, let me replace the HDMI port, and then we'll go from there. Got my hot air already ready to go. He said, I thought I was the only lurker in the background. Obviously, that guy is lurking as well. I have to look for him. Oh yeah, nah, he was talking a lot earlier. He was chatting it up. JFix. Alright, HDMI ports. brand new one right here. Another one later. You know what? Let me grab it now. My box of parts. Excuse me. I finally got an area of the house freed up to basically have like a parts area, a parts department. So that's gonna be nice. So I'll be able to like kind of stage things a bit better and get things a bit more organized. Yeah, because this is kind of annoying. Every time I need parts, I gotta like dig for them. It'd be nice where I can just reach in, grab what I need, and good to go. There we go. Okay. Back in a bit. Alright, Dream. See you in a little bit. Ooh, nice one looking at me. Trying to be as gentle as possible because I don't know what's corroded. Might knock parts off a lot easier than they should. Oh, I removed the sticky from the wrong section, wrong port. That's the USB port. Put the sticky back. And remove this one. Alright. Let us begin. Oh yeah, this thing definitely took a hit. It's like kind of sunken in. There's broken pins on this HDMI port. Here, let me show you guys. Let me show the stream real quick. So here's the HDMI port up close and personal. You can see how it's like kind of twisted, and then these pins on the left side are not even intact. Kind of off the board, not making any connection here. Okay, let's go ahead and get this removed. Let me prep the pins on the underside. Let's see here. Just adding some leaded solder to decrease the overall melting temp of these anchor points to make it a little bit easier to desolder. Alright, let's do it. So I'm going to move. What's that? Alright, let's add some flux. Yeah. To get it nice and juicy, because it is going to burn off, so I just want to make sure there's enough so we'll get that initial burn off. It's not too bad. Alright. Man, I have the urge for pizza. Sheesh, that's weird. That came out of nowhere. It's like, Gene, if you're listening, you already know what that means, Gene. Alright, let's get our gloves on. Let's get our pliers. Let's get our hot air. And we're gonna do the thing. Now, I know this angle isn't the best, but at least you'll see not entirely what I'm doing, unfortunately. It's a limitation on my microscope, but you'll be able to see the flux melt and see me remove the port. And then I'll transition the camera. That didn't feel good. Alright, we have one set of anchors nice and melty. Another set of anchors nice and melty. Don't want to pull too early. Nice. What are you, a Ninja Turtle? Oh, because of the mask. I get it. That's a good one. Nah, just try not to breathe in all these fumes. Till one day I get a better fume extractor solution. Need to figure that out and how to plumb it. Because my setup isn't really inducive to that, or conducive for that. Alright, let's clean off the dried up flex. Alright. We're gonna add some leaded solder. And then we'll install the new port. And then clean, reassemble, and test. Let's add flex again. Gotta make sure there's enough solder on all of these guys. And no bridges. We're not London, we don't like bridges. Or golden, like California. Oh no! The cap! Oh no! The cap! The cap got stuck on my iron. Oh no. Good dreams has gone. So I'm back. That's funny. Oh yeah, Swin, I checked out your more of your channel. I forgot to leave a comment. I should have left a comment. That's how you know it actually happened. We like in Swindon we like roundabouts. Look up the magic roundabout. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up. This capacitor is going to fall back in place. Hold on, let me see. Let me zoom in on this guy so you guys can see it. Oh, went too far. There we go. There we go. It's a bit of reflections, but it's okay for now. Let me just get one leg. So, alright, that should be good enough. The magic roundabout. I hope this isn't like some roundabout where everybody crashes at or something. Even though as hilarious as that would be. I don't do many videos, always love streaming instead, more fun. Yeah, same here, man. Like, it makes the time go by quicker, like while you're working, you're just chatting it up. Like, alright, this is the new one, this is the old one, let's throw that away. In our e-waste bin, or lead waste bin. Alright, time to install the new one. Oh, you will see. Oh gosh. I'm already looking forward to watching this. In fact, Swin, I think you're on my Discord, right? Would you mind? I made the channels a little better about like just just so everybody kind of knows. I've been going through and writing descriptions on all the channels, all the text channels and voice channels. If you don't mind posting that in the Pixel and Chill section of the Discord, that'd be cool. And if you're not on the Discord, we could do the command exclamation Discord, and it'll come up with the link. I have a vanity link for the Discord. That'll be funny. If there's any particular clips that come to mind, so and if not, I'm gonna be looking it up later, and I'll probably post it in there anyway. All right, it's time to install the new port. Let's do it. Yes, this is the new port. The golds are the pins are still gold, meaning that it hasn't been used. There's no flux on them, so that's one way to check if you think you mismatched them. Or put them right next to each other, and now you don't know which one's the new one versus the old one. That's one way to check. Alright, so let's heat it up. Let's get these things nice and toasty so we can pass it through. Alright, the anchor points are liquidous. Let's begin trying to insert. Alright. Hold it. While all the pins harden. Alright, and now we're gonna check. I do enjoy streaming, but I also like making collection videos too. So much enjoyment out of both. Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do. So I kind of have like a backlog where people can go through and watch. You know, because like let's say you get a new person to the channel and they weren't following along with you that whole time. I think it'd be cool if they can just like come in and like join in if they'd so choose. It's a little cockeyed. Maybe the pins were bent, but I think we have good connections on all of them. But of course, we're gonna do our push test with our X-Acto knife. Alright, where's my blade at? Yeah, 2 secs. Alright, awesome. Alright, let's go through and push our pins. 1, 2. Alright, that one's not soldered. We will take care of that. Slide it over. So far, all pins are looking pretty solid except for one, which I will take care of here shortly. Pin 2 and pin 3 could use, even pin 1, 2 could use some more solder, so I'm going to take care of that now. Just glue them? Trying to be diversified, LOL. Gotcha. Yeah, I need to follow in your footsteps there, Juan. Alright, so this one. Definitely need to add more solder on those pins. Alright, that capacitor did not land well. Alright, before I focus on that capacitor, let me focus on these pins that need more solder. Let me make sure you guys can see too. That's important. Hey, it's M92T36. Hello, welcome. It's your first time chatting. Appreciate you being here. Or I just don't recognize the name, but I think it's your first time chatting, and if so, thank you. If not, thank you. Either way, thank you. Appreciate you being here, man. Or well, man. Nice. I think we got a healthy amount of solder on those pins. Maybe a little too healthy. Southern healthy. You know, whenever you work on a console that may have a few critters in it, like, then you become like hypersensitive. Like right now, my solder spool, I have it stretched out across like my workbench on the left side here, and it rubbed against my leg, and now I feel like, oh man, is there a bug on my leg? But then you look and you're like, oh, it's totally not that. Alright, so next thing we need to do before cleanup is make sure this capacitor is actually soldered down properly. Get my tweezers. I'm a PMIC on a Nintendo. Oh yeah, the M92 chip. I don't know why that just clicked for me. You're right. Power management IC on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why that didn't click for me. I have like a bunch of those in stock right now. Okay, let's solder this right side down first. This side seems to be more pain than the buns. Alright, I need my other pair of tweezers. Okay, let me switch to a different soldering iron tip. Oh, I love switches. Love them that much. I bought 90 plus donor boards to repair. Holy smokes. That's insane. You know, there is a switch that I recently, a switch light that I was like, alright man, it's not worth it for me. So like, I told the customer and they're okay with that outcome. But you know, I was thinking if they still wanted somebody to work on it, I was like, man, I know a crew. Man, is there just not enough solder on there? Let's make sure we have enough solder on this guy. There we go. I'm like, man, I'm trying to solder to this pad and it's like not sticking. I pay £1 for OG switch, 3 for light, and 5 for OLED boards. Wait, how do you get them for that price? That's amazing. Where do you buy them in bulk like that? Straight from Nintendo? If only, right? You know dang well Nintendo ain't going for none of that. I have a contact I can't disclose. Oh, okay. Yeah, of course, man. Strategic business partner. That's what I like to call them. Nice. Alright, that's looking good. Now I think it's time to clean. I'm here for you, buddy. Hey, Dave! And Dream's back. Alright, let's clean this up. And then, same room. I'm supporting 2 streams, same room. Oh, nice. What a lad. It's a mad lad, but a good lad. Watching 2 streams at once. That is awesome. Let's blow out the alcohol. We're gonna do our push test on stream. So that way we know. Well, 1 is good, even though it's like off the pad a little. There's no short, so that's good. So far, these pins are looking good. This pin. All the pins are passing the push test. Alright, that's good. Said I literally pushed the port with my thumb. Wait. No idea. Dave is he still buffering a lot? My push test? Trying to watch, but it was too much my end, or have you always done that? I literally pushed the port with my thumb. Not sure it's anchored. It's anchored pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Hold on, let me check the underside. We'll need to clean up some of this flux here on the underside. It's looking good. That's your push. Oh, okay. I got you. All right, let's do another cleaning. What time is it? Oh, jeez. Nice. Well, if I had three PS5s, a Series X in yesterday, most consoles I had in one day. Oh, nice, dude. The word's getting out there, man. I'm guessing, Swin, you work on other stuff too. The video I watched a segment of it. Um, do you work on like laptops, audio equipment? Alright, so now that the HDMI port is replaced, the next thing for us to do is clean this guy. Especially the power supply was clogged up with bugs. So I'm gonna go to the garage, like Ty Lopez, and that's where I'll be at. So I'll be on comp. Yeah, all sorts. Don't do phones or tablets. See, I don't either, but I have a strategic business partner that I work with for phones and tablets in particular. Because I'm just not a fan of doing them. I can, but and honestly, they're more profitable too. All right, let's clean this thing out. Okay. We are back. Alright. Sorry about the silence. You know what? I need to start using my BRB overlay when I go out there. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll just say there was a lot of evictions. There was a lot of evictions when I was using the air compressor. I'll just say that. A lot. But alright. Plenty of evictions. Alright. The liquid metal is actually in really good shape. So I might just need a respread. So let me do that. Not seeing any oxidation. It's spread across the whole thing. Like, this is some of the best liquid metal I've seen in a while. Alright, just spreading some liquid metal. Alright, one side done. Let's do the motherboard side. No. Alright. Alright, time for respread. Liquid metal is so interesting, like how it decides to stick or not stick. Like, it just doesn't stick to alcohol. Which is actually a pretty cool property. Honestly, they should make ASMR videos of doing this. That's a good video. That's a good idea, by the way. That's $1 million idea. Just someone squeegeeing liquid metal off of processors and putting it on. Particularly PS5s, and you can have like the PS5 logo in the screen. I feel like that would generate some buzz. Alright, that looks good. Alright, let's reassemble. Man, I'm ready for some new music too. Oh yeah, I haven't used this playlist in a while. But let me take a swig of agua. Agua with bubbles in it. Alright, let's put the motherboard over here. Some interesting crud there. Alright. Nice. Alrighty. It's Gote. Just sent another link in DM, Mr. Wolf. Alright, perfect. Thank you. I'll be sure to check it out. Well. If it isn't Gote. When Gote says that with his accent, it's actually super cool. Well. He's probably like, I don't have an accent. Unless he acknowledges that he has an accent, then he doesn't say that. He's got a little accent, a little southern accent. Very, very subtle, very subtle. Look what the cat drug. Drug in the real Gote. Look at that. Alright, let's get these screws in. Nah, I have an accent. Okay, he admits it. Gote and I, we play Tekken 8 a lot. As of lately, I've been a bit of a Tekken 8 player whenever I have downtime on like Sundays and some nights after grinding. Come on. There you go. Alright. We have the heat plate chassis nice and in. Let's get the PCB in. Let me put my gloves back on. How you doing today, Gote? So a little chill college football day. Oh, nice. Alright. Let's have that on the right side of wrong. Nice. More HDMI ports. Thank you, Sony. Yeah, man. Now to this one's well, no, it's not this console. It was a different console. In its defense, it did fall off of a dresser, so it's not really its fault. This one though, this one didn't fall off of a dresser. I can't remember what happened to this one. All right, let's get the X clamp on there. How's it going? We just installed the new HDMI port, reassembling now for testing, and then we shall see if the repair was a success or not. All right. Oh boy, I just made an actual video. Oh, nice, Dave. All right, let's take it on over. Let's do a test. I forgot I was still wearing this mask. Sometimes I forget it's there. Alright, it did its initial post. I can tell because my light flickers whenever I plug in an Xbox or a PS5 from the inrush current. Oh, it's because I don't have the light bar LED in. I was like, yo, why am I not getting any light? Alright, boom! That's a W! That's a W! That's a W! Gang activity right here. Alright, so this one is fixed in terms of the HDMI port. I have to reassemble it, and then I'm going to let it run after I do my little quick tests, and then I'm going to work on this next one, this PS5 Slim. Alright, let's see, how long we've been streaming? Hour 40? Yeah, so it took about like an hour and a half, this one. Because I was yapping in the beginning of my stream anyway. I was being a yapologist. Yapidemics. The Yap Academy. Trying to think of other ways to say that. Dang, he kind of popped in at like a good time to see that. What? Yo, Gote, thanks for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate it. Gote saw an ad, he was like, nope, not having that. Gote's like, we don't watch ads around here. Thank you for the gifted, or the Prime sub, Gote. Thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get some. I refuse, my man. You said not in this stream. Alright, that's a W. Alright, let's continue with the reassembly. Get this other one worked on. Alright, we've got some antenna cables in. Let me route the LED light bar cable where it's supposed to be. Let's get the stickies, the port stickies back in. What exactly is the mask going to do? It's just to reduce the amount of fumes I get because I don't have a proper fume extractor at this time. It's like if I'm going to take in the fumes, I'm going to only take in the good ones. You know what I mean? But actually at this time I don't need it on. Probably making my audio sound worse. Alright, cool. Oh wait, also when I was using the air compressor on this console, it was helping there too, to not breathe in all the dust and particulates, the particles. Alright, it's just time for screws. He said broken panel says people are too scared of fumes. My dad used to breathe them all the time and he only died once. That's a good joke. Dark, but good. I could respect some dark humor. That was a good one. I think that's your first time chatting here, Broken Panel. Appreciate you being here. with the jokes. Welcome to the pack. I'm curious, are you one of the newer viewers from JFix's channel? Or JFix's video? That was such a back in my day joke. That's funny. That broken panel. Yeah, that was hilarious. That joke was funny as heck. New on the scene altogether. I used to fix lamps when I was 12. Oh snap. Like LED lamps, incandescent, swapping bulbs out, fixing wires. That's cool. Honestly, I like the username too, Broken Panel. That's cool. Were you on Sesame Street too? What the heck? That's funny. Electrifying kind of lamps just got released from hospital today? What the heck? I guess that's why they used to, huh? Electrifying lamps, okay. There is a guy who fixes it all. Oh, gotcha. On Sesame Street. Gotcha. That's funny. As much as I've watched Sesame Street as a kid, I didn't retain any of it except the count. But that's only because of Dave Chappelle's joke. I remember the toaster repair guy. That was funny. Okay. I don't want to cross thread the screw. Oh, it is the screw. I think it's the screw that's the problem. I don't remember. I'm curious, what's his name? If you got time to Google it real quick, if you got a sec. I'm curious what his name was. Maybe it'll ring a bell. Alright, there we go. Get past that point, and then it should be fine. Excuse me. Oh, people are finding that story I made funny at the start of the stream, where I look like it was a picture. I just stood there like this, and then I was like, gotcha. Guess what? We're live. That's basically all I did. Just a little joke, man. Goes a long way. Alright. Now let's route these antenna wires. It's crazy how they can make an antenna wire so small. Then again, they found a way to get antennas into PCBs, so I'm not surprised. You know, funny enough, in the electronic, like, engineering world, RF is like black magic to a lot of engineers. Like, RF guys are just, they're different. They're made of some different material. Replaced by Gina in my generation? Sesame Street guy. I don't even remember that. That's crazy. The only Gina I know is from Martin. The only Gina character that comes to mind. Goated show, by the way. Up there with like Fresh Prince. Well, I am a RF guy. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Speaking of RF, I think it'd be cool to have a Faraday cage. Funny enough, I heard that like some people who go to DEF CON in Vegas, which is like the hacking convention for like hackers, they all go there and have a hacking time, trying to hack one another, and they play hacking games like Capture the Flag and whatnot, and like other types of things. Apparently, they make like Faraday cages in like small form factors or like apparel form factors, so like a purse or a backpack, so that way you can put all your stuff in it, so it can't receive signals or put out signals. I thought that was really interesting. It's like you're over at a convention trying to have a good time, but at any moment you're literally in a cesspool full of hackers, and you can get hacked. I'm like, something about that seems fun. It's like real life mercenaries, or like on like animes, where it's like a bunch of mercs or assassins out to like get one another or something. I work for two of the big three wireless. Oh, that's cool, dude. Dang, Dave. Spock Skywalker said Wi-Fi is RF, so is Bluetooth and NFC. I started out in the USAF, in radios, radar, etc. Oh yeah, got you. I mean, yeah, you're right. Radio frequencies, but I was thinking more like actual, like non-protocols, like AM, FM type stuff, like working in the gigahertz range, like custom RF applications. Those are nuts. But you are right. I mean, it is putting out data over the air. I don't know. Will that technically be? I don't know. Water time. I need to have a water emoji. Like a wolf drinking water emote. I need to get that on there. Okay. Reassembly is almost done. We're almost there. And then we can stress test this thing. So, have you seen the channel with the guy who's building his own military mesh? What? No, never heard of it. That sounds like a huge undertaking. I'm curious why, though. Wonder what his goal is. But Spock, that's really cool, man. He's doing it to build a free or low cost for people who are hiking and all that. Oh, okay, gotcha. There's the fan, there's the fan. It's always nice when people do projects like that. Trying to help out their fellow man, do something low cost. It's really quite interesting. He's building a $10 million project from a Raspberry Pi and some parts. What? That sounds impossible, but I guess he's doing it. That's gonna be a good story to follow. It sounds super interesting, to say the least. Alrighty, it's one down, one to go. Oh, warranty sticker. Nice. Sounds like the MacGyver of electrical engineering. Exactly. Data Slayer Media. Gotcha. Alright, let's start the stress testing. And then we're going to work on the other one. Alright, it posted just fine. Or went through its, I guess, voltage check sequence. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean that off. Port is nice and solid. Alright. Ow, that hurt. I like stabbed myself with my little pipette bottle. Wrong sticky. Man, where did I put that thing? There it is. There. Alright, as we like to do, we like to make sure Wi-Fi is good and all the other accoutrements. Alright, Bluetooth's working just fine. Let's check Wi-Fi connection. Alright, Wi-Fi is good. Now let's see if we can use Astrobot as a test here. Let's see. Passcode. No passcode. Astrobot. Nice. Dang it, it's locked. Dang it, why does everybody do that? Alright, why does that happen so much? Alright, let me try to find another app I can use to stress test this thing. And it's a digital console. Let me see if I can just launch into 2K. Alright, while that's booting up, let's go ahead and get started with disassembly of this PS5 Slim. That's a pretty cool looking PS5. Yeah, the skin is pretty dope. Alright. Actually, this game probably has copyrighted music, so I'm gonna lower the volume just in case. Oh, I didn't know they had like a WNBA mode in 2K. That's funny. I wish there was a way you could like set up where like the people can kind of just play Like basically like a demo mode, how older games used to have if you just stay on the load screen. Alright, cool. Just something to generate graphical strain. Alright, cool. We got 2K running in the background. Yeah, this customer has a Rick and Morty skin on their PS5. Pretty cool. Wait, actually, not pretty cool, because I'm gonna have to cut it, unfortunately. And I'll try to be as nice as possible to get the panels off, but I'm gonna probably cut a little slit across the gap right here and here. Dang, that's unfortunate. I hate to have to do that, but I'll use my X-Acto blade. So just layups and no dunks? Dang, shots fired, but he's not wrong though. Alright, cool. They're playing. You can take it off? Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Here, I'm just gonna cut a slit. And then maybe wrap it along the edges. Alright, so I'm seeing a line form. It's pretty thick vinyl too. Alright. If you need to, very much. Alright, let's follow the line, the indentation, as best as I can to try to preserve this wrap. Rick and Morty is a show I got into definitely later in its life cycle. Oh no. Man, this vinyl wrap is very strong. I got it off. I made the slit I needed. But stuff is strong. It's pretty good. Good material, that is. And I'm a Rick and Morty enjoyer, so I'll say that. Alright. Let's go ahead and start removing these panels. Nice, that's exactly what I wanted. Just let the game run in the background to stress test it while I work on this one. Nope, it's from the front first. Front first. Nice. Fortunately, on the other side, I didn't make the cleanest of cuts, but thankfully that's the bottom side. The top side is gonna look a lot better. It's Barry, you can take it off. Oh, gotcha. Oh, hey Barry, appreciate you stopping in. Gotcha. Thankfully, I was able to get access without having to. Let's lift it from this end. Hi all. Sean Causeway, welcome. Welcome and salutations and all that nerdy stuff. How you doing today, Sean? My favorite part about a PS5 Slim is there's less screws. That is my favorite part. Another thing I appreciate is just like the other PS5, this one has not been open. Good, thanks. Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. Andy. Makes me think of Toy Story every time. That name makes me think of Toy Story. If everybody can say that my name Jeff meme to me all the time, then I can say that. I feel fair is fair. Hey Sean, have you seen one of JFix's latest videos? Like actual video, I guess not counting the live stream. Your name Jeff. Oh, look what I started. Why did I say that? I did not think that one through. Gene, how you feeling about pizza later? I mean, I know you kind of just had it Thursday, but I don't know why I have the craving for pizza. I cry when people say that to me. Oh no. It's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. That was such a sad moment in Toy Story. You like Andy goes off to college, or when Swin starts his electronic repair business and doesn't play with his toys anymore. Sad, man. Such a sad moment. Oh, why is my camera all yanked? Speaking of yank, where's Yank? I've seen the feller. I know Yank has a package for me on the AO pause. But he shipped a PS4 over to me. Hey, that or burritos? Yo, burritos! Actually, let's do burritos. Well, if you can hold out. I'll probably be over there closer to like... it's gonna be late. Never mind. It'll be like 7, because I gotta stop by, I Know Nothing's spot to replace his fan for his graphics card. He was on my stream this morning. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, nice. Wait, you mean Woody was on your stream this morning, Swindon? I'm playing. Alright, I'll stop. Ah, yeah. Alright, warranty label is off. LMAO, I cry. Yeah, I gotta go pick his jersey up at some point also. His jersey? Has that Mario hat always been there? I don't know, Gote. When was the last time you watched the stream? I'm playing. Haven't been tuning in much, huh? Have you? Yikes! Yeah, you just snitched on yourself. No, I'm playing. No, I think this is the second stream of me having it. Second or third. My oldest brother or eldest brother, 3D printed it for me. Sorry, dude. No, you're good, bro. No, it's pretty sick. It has this like texture, like this effect to make it look like threaded, which is really cool, like knitted, and the bottom's just flat. But he's been 3D printing for a little while now. Like he got in that kind of like second wave And yeah, he's just been 3D printing. Bro, no need to apologize. I was joking. Good guy, Gote. You know me. Oh, I forgot to write in that other console what was done. Oh well. I usually like to write what I do right here typically. Just write like HDMI port replaced. Maybe I'll do it on another section of the console. Actually, that screw is different that I just marked over. I need to make a note of that. Town won again. Town won again, Andy. Second in the league now. Oh, y'all talking about sports. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. If it's late, I would say pizza or Salty Fox. Gotcha. What does Salty Fox have that's good? The other day I heard someone talking about their ramen is decent, which I didn't even know they really served food like that. Man, I could go for some good ramen. Like Itashai has some freaking banging ramen or udon or whatever you want. Their food slaps. In fact, and it's been a while since I've been there. I haven't checked on the grandma. They have good sandwiches. Oh, okay, okay. It's cup noodles with a twist. Oh, frick out of here, man. F that. What they do, just add like an egg and some chicken, and now they're calling it like top tier ramen instead of just top ramen. If they ain't making the noodles from scratch, I don't want it. No, I'm playing. Yes. Oh my gosh. Hard prediction. That's crazy. 100%? Oh, never mind. Scratch that. But if their sandwiches slap, I'd be down to have one of those. Alright, PS5 is still running strong over there in the background. That's good. Nightbot's doing his job on the Twitch side too. Okay, nice. I wonder what they call it. They probably call it like Ramen Deluxe. Now, if they called it Cup of Noodles Deluxe, I would respect that. Florida State was up 70-3 last I checked. Jesus, dude, mercy rule. Wait, are you serious? 70? 70 is insane. What is this? Is this basketball or football? I feel like football would be easier to get there, because it's like 10 touchdowns. Basketball, I feel like if that was basketball, that'd be insane. Like, how do you let them get a lead that large? NCAAF? I have no idea what that is. College Association. What sport is that? What? Football? I thought it was just NCAA. Or I guess F is for football, I'm guessing. I don't know, I really don't watch sports like that, I'll admit. Oh, it is football, okay. That's what I thought. I guess NCAA is the high level umbrella, and then they have different subdivisions in there. Alright, we should be good. Yeah, you got it? Alright, gotcha. Alright, bet. This console is pretty clean. Oh, this is its own separate assembly. I guess I didn't need to cut it then. That's alright, no harm. No harm, no foul. You know what? As much as I like beach volleyball, I really enjoy playing it more than I do watching it. That's kind of how I am about most sports. Like, I only watch like Super Bowls because, you know, usually there's a party associated with it. The Super Bowl party or some type of get together, or even like if you go to like some type of bar atmosphere, they usually have the game on. It's just more hype those days. Nice. I do like that they simplified this design and got everything into one cable instead of two. Notice how there isn't a ribbon cable here and another one here, like with the fat console. They consolidated it all, which is nice. Rev changes, man. Little improvements. Alright, the board. That's the one thing about the Slim is the boards are like more tight in the console. Very tight. Hey, good thing we took this thing apart. It does have some oxidation there. We're gonna take care of that though. Alright. Yeah, this console's in very good shape. Like, it's not dusty at all. Like, I'll blow it. Like, I'll use my air compressor on it. Pause. I'll use my air compressor on it, but other than that, it doesn't really need it. It's just a little dusty. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's remove the sticky so we can reuse it, and also so we don't burn it while it's still on the unit as you try to remove the HDMI port, because that doesn't feel good. Guess how I know? Just like Sonic Adventure 2, you live and you learn. Nice, I played in a few V-ball leagues in and out of college. I haven't played in a year. I haven't played in years and miss it. Yeah, man. Like, beach volleyball in particular, I don't know. That's the one sport that, like, makes me want to try. Like, like ridiculously hard, like go try hard mode. Alright, let's do it. Let's add some solder there. Add some flux first, then we can add some solder. Women's beach volleyball the best? Bruh. I mean, they have to know that's one of the reasons that it attracts viewership. They have to know that. I don't think there's a world where they don't know that. Like, I get you're on the beach, it's hot, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Alright. If they didn't, they would wear pants. Yeah, exactly. Did Torn tell you I'm switching mains? Wait, actually? To who? Brian or something? One of the top tiers? Alyssa? He's talking about Tekken, by the way, for anybody who's interested. He usually plays Reina. It's like a newer character in the Tekken franchise. You know what? No, never mind. Yoshimitsu? What the heck? I did not expect that one. That's crazy. You're gonna be a Yoshi main? What? What is happening? What have we become? I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. He's a funny, cool character. Yeah, actually. Let's see if we can get on the pins. There we go. Where the pins would be. Nice. Little goofy boy. Yeah, that's true. I guess he could be fun that way. Let's get the new port out of the packaging. Pins look all straight to me. I didn't check too much the last time, but this time I am. Alright, cool. Alright, let's do this thing. Oh yeah, now that I'm seeing it on the motherboard itself, I can see why the port was loose. It's also a little twisted, a little Mick twisted. So I think it was a wise decision to replace it. We don't have to worry about it. Of course, my leg gets itchy right when I'm doing this. Nice. All right. Forego adding more solder. I'll do it in post. Kind of like editing. Just want to utilize the heat on the board while it's still here. Hold it. Boing. That's funny. Sometimes you gotta pop out. Alright, let's see here. Let's see how it's looking. Let's get this thing in view. Oh, I had it pushed all the way back. Kinda wish I had it pushed more forward, even though I typically like to push it all the way back. Let's make sure you guys can see. Let's do a push test. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Nice. All pins are solid. Sorry, there's a streamer reads that is boring. That as boring. There's a streamer Reads that as boring. He had a right go at me once. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, because boring is a little suspect, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's do this. Let's go ahead with the cleaning. Let's switch on over to the overhead cam. Oh, that could have been tragic. Almost spilt over all my lead waste. That would have sucked. He reads boring as boring. Oh, okay. I got you that first time, but now I'm thinking in my head how it would sound him saying that. Solid. Using my thumb to really push on it there. Feels pretty good. Let's clean the underside as best we can. Alright, next we need to clean the liquid metal. There's definitely oxidation there. See, I think there's like that tension from my cable is like slowly pulling it over time or whatever. Pulling my camera. Don't need the mask anymore. Don't need to be a Ninja Turtle. Alright, let's go feel the heat coming off of this PS5. Good. It's running pretty solid. It's been running 2K, what? Since about an hour now? It's pretty good. Okay, to Sean Causeway. Wait, to Sean Causeway instead? Can you give a shout out to Chris Aliga for me, please? Andy, no? Much appreciated that. Why not? Want to see if they're still listening? Alright, listening. I'll give a shout out to Chris. aka 8-Bit Repair. Seen some of his vids. Good stuff. Good show. Jolly good show. Alright, let's clean up some of this liquidous metal. Oof, this does like a terrible job. Yeah, this doesn't have enough grit. Okay. I mean, it's cleaning up some, but it's not abrasive enough. Here it is. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but this thing is getting really squeaky clean. What did I miss? Nothing. At least not that I know of. Just replace the HDMI port, respreading the liquid metal, gonna clean the console. Do a light cleaning of the console, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so the motherboard is good. I'm going to put it on standby over here. Then we can go ahead and do a dusting of the console and the fan. Even though it doesn't really need it, just to get it out of the way. I always take these screws out kind of late in the process where you kind of have to hold it like this, but I don't mind. I bet you're sick of PS5s? Not too much actually. They're solid. I would consider them like my bread and butter. Like, they're the most common repair I do. I mean, at this point, I've probably done like 90 of them, 80 of them at this point. HDMI port replacements. It's crazy how common it is, though. That's the wild part. Just wild. That's how Sony got me looking. My not amused face. Worst part I hate is the LM side. LM side. Oh, the liquid metal side. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it can be a pain, especially if you like miss it for 2 seconds what you're doing and you touch it on accident. You don't. It's like kind of a pain to clean off your hands. Alright, I remember to use my overlay. I'm just going to be in the garage using the air compressor. And I shall return momentarily. I'll mute myself once I get to the compressor. Alrighty. Probably out of range. Alright, I should be back in range of my wireless receiver. Cleaned out the bit of dust it had. The fan benefited more so than anything else. Overhead. See, it did it again, man. This thing applying so much strain on it that it wants to rotate back. Oh, it's got to rotate the other way. Okay. Alright, let's get those bottom screws in. I enjoy respreading it kind of. Yeah, I hate respread. Honestly, respread is kind of nice, man. I'm with Chris on this one. Team 8-bit. We're team respread. See, now, Andy, you got me thinking you don't like peanut butter and jellies either, huh? Are you not a peanut PB&J guy? It's Spec 360 in the building. How you doing, man? The special 360. Alright, got those screws in. Now we can work on the respread. Andy's favorite part. Weirdo, we don't have that in the UK? Weirdos? What do you mean? Aren't y'all the ones that be putting beans on everything? I don't want to hear that. y'all be putting beans on stuff. It's like, yo, why are there beans on that? Whose idea was that? Actually, when I was out in the UK, back in like 2017, I think that was the trip I went. It was fun. They're everywhere. Beans on toast. Exactly. Y'all would rather do that than peanut butter and jelly. Exactly. I don't want to hear none of that. Fish and chips, I'm with you. But beans everywhere? And there's this type of seasoning for chicken that's like special out there in the UK that they put on like pizzas and stuff. You know the seasoning I'm talking about. Beans on jacket spuds. See, look at that. Talking about peanut butter and jelly's weird. I don't want to hear that. I forgot what it's called. That chicken type of chicken. Even like some of the chains have a pizza with it. It's like big in the UK. I think it starts with a P or an S. I can't remember. It's been so long. It's something. It's something. Alright, let's clean off. Ooh, yeah. This thing had some oxidation. Peri Peri. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Peri Peri chicken. That's the one. That's the one. I couldn't remember the name. See, I was like, it either starts with a P or an S. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a seasoning. No idea what you're on about. Was I right about that? Is it a seasoning or is it a type of way they make it? That's what I was talking about. Peri Peri. Thank you, Sean. I was like, in my head, I was like, yo, what is blood blathering about? Peri Peri chicken. That's the one. It's like even some of the chains. I think Papa John's out there has it. Like has it as an option on one of their pizzas or something like that. I was like, yo, who the heck is Perry, man? I never met this guy. He sounds like a decent dude if he's making chicken. Apparently, that's like the hypest thing out there, or one of the hypest things. Alright, the liquid metal is spreading quite nicely. That's the one thing about these jobs that makes it so much more involved. There's all this extra stuff. Alright. Nice. It is a seasoning with mayonnaise sometimes. Excuse me. Don't you guys grill cheese in a frying pan? Yes, but it's called a grilled cheese sandwich. There's bread with it. Yes, we do with mayonnaise sometimes. Yeah, that sounds good. It's a seasoning if you want it to taste good. Gotcha. Cheese doesn't usually touch pan first. Usually buttered bread. Exactly. Or bread with mayo. Cheese on top and another slice of butter. Exactly. Still, that's not grilling cheese then. Yeah, but it's called a grilled cheese sandwich. So I can see how, like, I guess that can be a little misleading. Grill is a grill. Oh, you're right. It's more like pan-fried, pan-seared cheese sandwich. I see what you're saying. Alright. Let's get the motherboard in. And that was already re-spreaded. We already got the respread on that guy. That's good. Weirdos, only joking. Yeah, we know. This is all in good fun, Swindon. I'm not dissing your UK cuisine, and I know you're not dissing our peanut butter and jellies. I know. But it is funny how we're different, you know? And not like, not at that kind of level, just different areas, like regionally, the differences that appear in cuisine. And they typically stem for like, um, the particular things that have to deal with that area. So for example, in like Africa, why they use peanut butter so much is because meat is expensive and they use peanut butter as like a way to get their protein in. So they're health conscious in knowing that they need the protein, but they just don't have the resources. And that's when they like turn to peanut butter like stew or peanut butter chicken or something like that. It's almost like a stew where they use peanut butter. It's interesting. Tastes good. I ain't knocking it. Swindon? Not Swindon? Oh, have I been saying it wrong this whole time? Oh, brother. And you're waiting till just now to correct me? I thought we were friends. Is it actually Swindon? Like the D is silent? I guess now I have to go to Google and hear it pronounced, or just look it up and hear some locals pronounce it audibly. Swindon, sorry. Oh, not Swindon, Swindon. Oh, okay. You know what, that rolls off the tongue a lot better, actually. Has more of a pune, you know? It's got that pune now. You always laughed when I said it? Man, y'all over here laughing at me, you didn't even say anything? What the heck? I thought we were a community. Perfect, Swindon? Okay. Gotcha. Well, now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. Alright, we have it assembled enough to test. Now, granted, it did work before, albeit the port was quite loose because it had... Oh man, I threw the port in there. It's probably all mixed in. Damn it. I wanted to do a close-up of it to show you guys. Like, it was a good idea to swap it. Alright, let's go on over to our test stand. You got everyone to start calling me Daves. That's funny. There was a guy on YouTube from Ireland who did a video on making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but his accent got in the way, and he made a peanut butter and jello sandwich. It was hilarious. That was funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's just cool how we're all different, man, based on where we're from. Alright, so I'm happy to say that this PS5 is good to go. There's nothing more I need to test on it. I think it's been stress testing for enough time now at this point. Let's see. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this guy off. Complete power off. Good thing about a digital console. Oh, let me slide this out of the way. Well, another good thing about an all digital console is I don't have to worry about accidentally forgetting one of my games inside the console. That's kind of nice. Andy, are you upsetting people again? We need the Swindon police, the SPD, the Swindon Police Department. Now I gotta like retrain my brain on saying that. Yeah, that HDMI port is nice and tight because it's new. Alright, so that's one going up front here. Alright, and now we can put the other one on the test area. Let's see if we get picture. And also, it's nice to respread the liquid metal too. It needed it. It was clearly visible that it had oxidation. Help prevent it from overheating in the future. Alright. Alright, let's see. For all the marbles, we get a picture. I mean, we should. All pins tested out just fine. So, yep. That's a W. Alright, cool. Fresh port in this one. The other one got a fresh port as well, and a cleaning that it very much so needed. This one got a light cleaning. I mean, this console wasn't that dirty, as you guys saw. Very minimal dust, but this is all good. It's perfect. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and reassemble and start prepping for my house call. I got to think about some of the tools I'm going to need for taking apart a PC. Really, I'm just going to bring my laptop, a bunch of cables. I don't really need it, it's just swapping a fan. So pry tool, spudger, we need spudgers, pry tools, and basically drivers. Alright. I cleaned my desk finally? Nice! Alright, so that's a W. See, man, I was supposed to start my stream at 12:30, but I was having some technical difficulties. You see, it's funny. Like, we're so used to me doing HDMI ports, it's just like, man, of course it works. It's like, dang it, there's no suspense anymore with these things. At least, guys, you could fake it. Like, act like I wasn't gonna get it. That would make me feel better. I'm trolling. Has anyone made a USB cable from Ethernet? I don't see why not, but why would you? I feel like that's just like a... I feel like they're so readily available. That seems like something you would only do in a pinch. But I feel like they're everywhere. Medium take, I guess? Not really hot take, but medium take. Alright, let's continue with the reassembly. I need an obscene length. Oh, okay, that's why. Huh, I mean, what are we talking here? Jeez. Sony engineers cringe every time they see you live. They know it's coming. I like that, that's cool. Making Sony engineers cringe since 2023. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shout out to muscle memory. I'm like, there's 2 screws that should be going in right now. And I have to fish it? Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, actually I have an upcoming job that I need to do. Routing Ethernet cable at a residential property. I need to get on to scheduling that. Uh-oh. Not YouTube Nightbot and Twitch Nightbot are chatting very close to one another. That's funny. Comment was funny. You know what? Before I forget, like last time. Let's see, 9, 6, 25. HDMI replaced. know what? That burrito about to hit later. I'm already thinking about it. I'm thinking about cilantro. I'm just gotta think of where to get a good burrito that's not Chipotle. I mean, there's Moe's, but I prefer like not a chain. Add the live stream number? What is that? What's the live stream number? Yeah, these are good ideas. You know, I gotta start like adding like how many subs I have and stuff. I think that would be cool. Like a live, like a counter for Twitch. Like it'll show the Twitch subs and all that. Add the live stream number. Like how many people are watching? The viewership? Oh, I see what you're saying. Smart. Yeah, that's right. I do number all my live streams. That's a good point. If I ever need to refer back to it. I like how you called it vandalism. It's called logging, sir. I'm just logging. That's all. It's a data log. That's a good point. Number 66. Oh my. Oh wait, wrong number. Oops. 61. We're not there yet. There we go. Ah, that looks like a 7. Darn it. I'll know. Good thing Sharpie wipes off easily with some alcohol. Unless it gets hot, then it can like bake in. But we're talking really hot. Like hot air station levels of hot. But good point, Dream. Thank you. Good suggestion. That would be cool. Like, let's say this thing gets sold secondhand years into the future and someone cracks it open because it stops working for whatever reason. Let's say the MOSFET short or cap shorts, fuse blows, whatever. And someone's gonna crack this open and be like, what? Try to figure it out. I guess they'll have a hard time. They'll have to be like JDWPE. What does that even mean? It'll be like hieroglyphics, and they'll have to like be like a detective and figure it out. Man, 2 HDMI ports. Let's see, 3 hours. That's not bad. almost there. You know what? I kind of want to switch up the music a little bit. Switch it up. Let's see what's the next playlist in rotation. I like this one. Nice. Oh, is this the last screw? Wow, we're at the last screw. Alright, we're almost done with reassembly. Then we're gonna stress test. And then taking notes. Oh, it's gonna rain soon. Just got the notification. You stress test consoles in for just HDMI? Yes, because I had a warranty repair that came back once because but then again, that's before I even thought to even respread the liquid metal, so do I really need to? Probably not, but might as well. And by stress test, all I really do is just let it run on something graphically demanding. It's just trying to increase my QC department, the prowess of my QC department, aka Jeff doing other stuff to help, doing more stuff to help. That's all. It's hard to say whether you need to or not. I don't know. You know, there was an argument, not an argument, but how would I describe it? There is a discussion in the corporate world that testing isn't value add because it doesn't generate money. But it's value add, it just doesn't generate money. My name's Jeff. Really, Swin? Okay, Andy. I see what this is gonna lead to. I see what this is. I'm playing. Don't you have some toys to play with, Andy? There it is. This thing loves to fall out. It's this little cushion for the plate for the M.2 slot. It goes right here. It always loves to fall out. So you always have to remember to put it back. There we go. That's how it goes. No, he's crying now. No. I made him cry, but he started it. I'm trolling. This is what I mean, man. Like, this makes it so much more enjoyable. It's like I could work off stream, which I do at times, especially when things are too big to kind of stage here and work on. Like some amplifiers or some PCs, desktop PCs. But technically, Andy, you're not wrong. My name is Jeff. Yes, that is a true statement. And it's just Jeff, because I'm not for free. At least that's the dad joke my dad used to tell me to tell people. It's just Jeff, because you're not free. I hate that. Lately I've been feeling phantom buzzes on my watch. That is such a thing. Yeah, I struggled to find a fault on a 2K power bank on stream. Came off stream and found it after I had to think. Sometimes repairing off stream helps a lot. Yes, exactly. And that's why, like, I don't know if you've heard me say this, Andy, but sometimes I'll just say, yeah, I'm just gonna work on this off stream, because then I can, like, focus on it. Because as you guys could probably guess, like, if I'm working on something and you know, I'm talking with chat and I'm trying to engage, you know, it makes me take longer on things. But if sometimes, like, my expedited orders, I don't do those on stream, so I work quicker. Not only do I work quicker, but I can, like, really take the time to think without pressure of, like, having to engage with the audience and things like that. I think it also makes for just a better show too, right? Like, if you're viewing your stream as a show, like, you sitting there thinking is not the most engaging thing. To a select few it will be, and maybe those would be candidates for, like, videos, because then it's, like, really niche and you're helping, right? People kind of follow your thought process, but for streaming it doesn't really hit like that. But I totally understand where you're coming from with that. Oh yeah, my stomach getting a little hungry. Ooh, here's a question. What's something that you worked on and then you were able to diagnose the issue, but you couldn't fix it because it required some proprietary software or hardware? That's a question for you tech guys, because that recently happened to me, and it's so infuriating. Dream said, I had 3 PS5 HDMI, 1 hour 10 today, and made coffee in between. Sheesh. You know what? That reminds me, I need to get, like, some type of power tool to remove some of these screws. Something low torque, because that does take up a lot of time that I know I could be quicker on. Oh, it was that 2K power bank? The MCU. Gotcha. If you don't mind me asking, what does MCU stand for? It's just for the rest of the class. Microcontroller unit. Nice. Thank you. What? It's Matumbale? You've been in here this whole time? What? I use a Milwaukee gel impact driver to remove screws and its partner drill driver to put screws back. Gotcha. Hey Dreams, would you mind sending me a link to that? Because I'm a Milwaukee guy in this household. All my bigger tools out there are Milwaukee. I mean, that's how corny I am. Like all my drills, impacts, hammer. Spelled Matumbela, pronounced Joe. Well, thank you for clearing that up for me, because I don't think I would have passed that pop quiz. Alright. Alright, so because this console has a disk drive, I'm gonna have to be sure to test the disk. Matumbele. Matombale, if you gotta say it. Matombale. Okay, thanks. Man, I'm getting all my pronunciation corrected today. I went from Swindon to Swindon, and Matombale to Matombale. I am learning. That's my new thing for the day. You're supposed to learn one new thing every day. That's my new thing. You can't on the impact? Oh no, you would strip. You would go crazy. The alter move in the handheld to put it back. Gotcha. Gotcha. Nice. Dang. When this thing sticks, this stuff sticks for real. Alright, let's go ahead and start stress testing. Works fine. Nice. Matombale. Or at least just a functional test. I guess there's no real need to call it a stress test. Oh yeah, that port is nice and solid. Okay. Yeah, I need to start prepping. As this boots up, I'm gonna go grab some other tools that I think I'll need. Oh man. You know what? I can shoot them a message now and tell them they're all good to head back. Or head on over for pickup. Make sure you guys can see. Nice. Alright, so disk drive is registering inputs. Let's just throw a game in there and see if it starts copying. I didn't check the disk drive before, but my assumption is it's fine. It's one of those detachable ones. The only thing about the detachable ones is they're kind of noisy because they're not braced as much as the ones that are screwed into the console, obviously, right? Like, it's a trade-off for having that modularity. Now's a good time to take a swig of agua. Alright, that's good. Alright, make sure Wi-Fi and all that's good. Alrighty. I think the battery in this controller is cooked, man. Alright, Wi-Fi is good. Bluetooth is good. Yeah, the battery in this controller needs to be replaced. I do have spare batteries, but this is just a test controller, so I don't really care to use one of my batteries for that. Alright, let's see if we can go into a game. See if we can go into 2K. It's locked. Fortnite is available, but I don't feel like connecting to my internet. It's annoying. Let me see if I can go on another account. See if it has a password. Nice, thankfully no password. Alright, let's see if Astrobot. Nope. Alright, we'll just use 2K and then kind of go to quick play and just let it run. Can't use this content. Oh, good googly moogly. Alright, well, I wanted to stress test it, but I think it'll be fine. Oh, you guys are talking about torque specs in here? Charles said, that's the first time I've ever seen your room not look immaculate. At Swindon. At Swindon, that's funny. Yeah, I was running, I have some projects in the queue. Yeah, it's a little rough in here, to say the least, but it'll be less disheveled probably in the next 2 days. Alright. Oh, let me message them. Tell them they can start heading over. I'm not sure if they're still in the stream or not. Alright, they have been contacted, so I'll be able to get that done. I should try over torquing it. I mean, you could. What's the worst that's gonna happen, you know? Alright, I'm trying to think. Do I have anything quick that I can do? Well, it's already 4:30 and I need to head to that house call. It's a GPU fan. I have the GPU in my car, so that's not a problem. Actually, that's not true. I had one come back for a disk drive cable. Oh, why is he testing if he could just let the customer test it? If there's an issue, they'll bring it right back. I've had 0 comebacks from something I've tested just that I had picture with. I mean, yeah. To me, it's just a gamble, right? You could not test something and everything go fine, or you can just take a few moments and test it. But I'm not doing anything in depth. Usually for like, I think a good rule of thumb for testing, just like a good rule of thumb when you get a console in, is just like to reproduce the issue. Same thing with testing. Like I just do like check Wi-Fi, check disk drive if applicable. Then maybe let it run for a while, see if it gets overheats or anything. Starting a game, etc. Exactly. Alright, so let's see what I'll be taking with me on this trip here. So I'm going to take this with me, which is the big boy toolkit from iFixit. The Manta, I think it's called. Manta kit. Oh, it doesn't say it on there. Okay. So I'll take that with me. Obviously, I'm going to take my smaller kit with me, because it's a GPU, so I'm guessing, well, I don't have to guess. I know it's going to have smaller screws. Definitely going to need some spudgers to separate things, and probably my favorite tools that I have are these two guys, these pliers, these like fine precision needle nose. Yep, Andy Strong treasure. Let's see. Tweezers, fudgers. Let me get the metal one back in here. That's where that goes. So this will give me everything I need here. There's no soldering needed. Oh yeah, let me go grab my case and I can just start putting things into the case now that I'll need later. Bloody hell. That's funny. Dang, I do want to kind of have it run under some type of stress. I mean, it's a little warm, but of course, you wouldn't expect it to be hot. Just sit idling in the menu. You know what? Let me just figure out something. Man, they really want me to go on the internet. Alright, fine. Alright, as it connects to the internet, I'll re-download Astro's Playroom, and then I guess we'll go from there. If it'll let me right away, I doubt it. Something tells me it's not going to. Yeah, needed an update. Of course. Alrighty. You know what? Yeah, let me go grab my case. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my case that I'm gonna bring with me to the house call. And then after the house call, I'm going to use the rest of my weekend to relax my brain. Or not, probably. I'll probably end up working tomorrow, because there's a lot to get done. Alright, be right back. Oh, wait. Let me use the overlay. Told myself I'll start using it. I went out my way to make it. Might as well use it. Be right back. Alright. Got my case. This is where, whenever I do house calls or something, or transfer customer equipment, I bring this case with me. Because, you know, it's a nice ruggedized case, and being in Florida, it rains a lot, so also very water resistant. It's a nice gasket feel. Alright, so let's see. Increase torque by trying to hold the bit and screaming. This one's for Auntie. That's funny. Oh yeah, I've been doing some FPGA development. I think it's pretty cool. I'm hoping one day to like run an NES inside of an FPGA, just like as a project for myself, and then see where it goes from there. I think at some point I want to get into the whole like getting consoles to run better graphics stuff, kind of like what like the Retro Gem does for the Nintendo 64, getting like HDMI output and upscaling. I think it'd be cool to make something like that, or work with a team that does that. It's something I've been doing on the side, also trying to do it for my day job as well. Did FPGA ASIC development for many years. Recommend you learn Verilog. Really? Because at my job, all we use is VHDL. And that's what they pushed me towards. If you haven't already. Really? So you're team Verilog. People say VHDL is better because at least it'll warn you if you mess up or something like that when you go to compile some code. I've been learning VHDL. I started with VHDL. Gotcha. That's cool that you got into it, Matambale. Yeah. I actually prefer VHDL. You know what? So one argument I heard is VHDL is very good for like commercial environments. and Verilog is like kind of nice for a quick on the go, like quick and dirty. I've been using this book that Nanlan recommends, and I have his Go board. But 90% of the teams use Verilog? Oh, really? Huh. Dang it. I guess I can. And my mentor told me you can always switch. You can kind of switch later. Yes, good self-checking in VHDL. Yeah. I think I'm gonna continue in VHDL, but I'll probably learn Verilog too. Because why not? If I'm doing one, might as well do both. Yeah, there was kind of massive switch to Verilog. Really? Yes, learn both. Gotcha. Okay. Dang, this got Joe talking. I like that. He's passionate about it. He knows about it. He does it. Are you still in that kind of role or realm, Joe? Or did you kind of switch over to something else? Alright, I think I have everything I need to work on that PC. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I may need. Probably my air blower, because it's probably dusty. Lots of EE development, digital embedded work in aerospace for 30 plus years. Wow, okay. Man, you sound like me. The only thing is I'm not in aerospace. I'm in transportation. I work on trains, like train stuff. Crossings, things like that. Aerospace is big where I am. Obviously, I'm in Florida. Especially, like, the Space Coast is literally what we're called. Satellites, rockets, space stations, space shuttle stuff. Trains, awesome. Yeah. Show us your train set. I don't have one. Fun fact. Let me see. I have the Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Here, I'll show you my train set. This is the closest thing I have to a train set. Dang it, where's my copy? I'll show you my train set right now. There it is. Here's my train set, guys. You want to see it? Want to see my train set? Boom. This is my train set right here, baby. Link gets to be a conductor in this game. Alright, that's my Nintendo dad joke for the day. I'm not a dad, though. Alright, I think I have everything I need. Nice. Yeah, crazy enough, it's one of those things that I thought I was going to get into aerospace, and I worked in like manufacturing for aerospace electronics, but I never did like any development in the aerospace sector. Oh, don't worry, I'll have babies with you. Hey, yo! Pause. I appreciate the offer, though. I appreciate it. I might have to respectfully decline. I'm like, alright, electronic or magnetic mat. Anything else I need? Maybe like a brush. Clean off dust. Dust. If I had room. Oh yeah, that too, man. They take up a lot of space, like some of the bigger ones. Alright, I think I'm all packed up and ready to go. I think now's a good time to transition to our recap. I think it's recap time. Or rewind time. That meme is hilarious. It's rewind time. I'll stay for this one? Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I mean, to your defense, the way I worded it last time wasn't the best. It made it seem like I was ending the stream, and then I did a recap, so fair is fair. Alright, let's get on with the recap. Alright, so what did we accomplish today? We reviewed JFix's video, which shout out to JFix for doing that, trying to put us other electronic YouTubers on the map. I think that was really nice of him and just awesome. Very clippy moment, very clippy of him. Quite, instead of demure, quite clippy. What else did we do today? I integrated commands into my YouTube chat, so that was something I announced today. So that's really nice. So if you want to know the commands, you can just do !commands, and you'll see a bunch of the chats out there. USBC ground. How are you going to afford Tracy's? And my children. That's funny. Wait, you know about Tracy's? What? Are you local? Oh wait, no. He's talking to Swin. I got you. My bad. I was thinking of something else. Let's see what else. Outstreams. I was using an earth mat. Oof. Oof. Let's see. So yeah, commands got implemented. JFix's video. Shout out to JFix. I made a post about it. It's been a while since I made a post. The last time I made a post, I was in South Carolina for Southeast Game Exchange. Oh, nice. We got 1 new sub. But since JFix's video, it's been like 27 subs. Here's the post I made, just shouting out JFix, because he deserves it for what he did. He didn't have to do it, but he did it. Hopefully one day, if I get big enough, I can do stuff like this. Just help the next guy pay it forward. But we're getting there. One day, maybe. We'll see. Of course, maybe. I'm confident. I believe. Other than that, we fixed 2 PS5s. One of them had a bunch of, they got the new breakfast spot in Florida, in Melbourne, yeah. We fixed 2 PS5s, 1 fat digital, 1 slim with a disk drive. One of them, the HDMI port wasn't that bad, but it was pretty loose because it fell off of a dresser, so I think it was wise to replace it so you don't have to worry about it. And then it also gained us the opportunity of re-spreading the thermal compound and cleaning off the oxidation, so that was good. The other one had a bunch of residents inside of it, but we got it taken care of. That is a fee that we do charge because, as you guys probably saw, me doing that first console took quite longer than me doing the second one. And it wasn't just because there's less screws, it's because there's a lot more cleaning involved, and that's why I end up having to charge an additional price. Other than that, yeah, and then just packing up for this house call I'm gonna go to. Hopefully these guys get here soon and pick up their units. If not, I may have to meet them out and about because I really do have to go to that house call. Swin, to answer your question, it's a local cafe in Melbourne, Florida. They recently got voted best in Florida, or regional best in Florida for smoothies and juices, but they do a bunch of other stuff. It's like healthy food on the go. It's pretty good. Actually, you know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna shout them out. I actually have their receipt printer that I'm working on. I think they torqued the USB port on it a little too much, and that caused issue. Tracy's Cafe. So here's the spot in Melbourne, Florida. I'm pretty much there every day for lunch. Their stuff's just good, man. It's just healthy stuff for a reasonable price and not too crazy. So, like, one of my favorite things from them is their chia seed parfait. Instead of yogurt, they use chia, and then usually I get a smoothie. It's just health food on the go. It's kind of their model. Yeah, their smoothies slap. I've shouted them out multiple times. They're a local business. They allowed me to put up, when I was running my sweepstakes for the Nintendo Switch, they allowed me to post my flyer in their shop for a while, so I was greatly appreciative of that. So me and Tracy's, the owner, Tracy, and then the mom who works there too, Debbie, just good people. Overall good people. Very thankful for them and them open up shop. Let's see. Other than that, oh, what are you guys saying too? Oh, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, she got mad. Barf, what do you mean? What do you mean, Barf? Me showing appreciation, or maybe you're talking about something else. But yeah, guys, I think that was all of it. We had a nice influx of new people. I'm assuming because of JFix's video, so I'm sure the other channels we shouted out are gonna have the same thing happen to them. But I'm gonna be heading out here soon, and just wanted to say thank you as always for tuning in. I appreciate you guys greatly. I mean, It's far more enjoyable doing these repairs with you guys here. I'll just say that. It's not a secret. I think I say it all the time. But all right, guys. Until next time. Peace.